Ben Wheeler, the Mercenary King here with a Alfred deck profile. It is updated for the new stuff, as well as uses some of the old stuff and new stuff, as my builds tend to. It's just one of those things where just a deck I like updating. Really nice sleeves and all that jazz. As always, I'll start with the starter. This is good. Guidepost Sage, Elrond, Forerunner, Act, Rearguard. Counterblast 1, put this unit into the soul. If you have a Vanguard with Alfred, search your deck for one grade 2 or less card not named Elrond. Call it to any open Rearguard and shuffle your deck. Basically, he's there to fix problems. I've got a lot of problems with this deck, and most of them involves the things I need not showing up when they need to. Namely, Lou, Blast your friend Barkle, even Flogel, and anything like Wax, Alms, or other stuff. Really, it's mostly the Lou Blaster Friend combo. But also I can do things like summon out Packgall or Junos if I feel I just need a little bit more oomph to get it started. That's how it goes. Then we have 4 Flogels. Counterblast 1 at the end of the battle that your unit named Blaster Blade attacked. You may pay the cost. If you do, choose a Rearguard Blaster Blade, stand it, and return this unit to deck, shuffle deck. Basically, she's there to get more Blaster Blade attacks out. Lou gets them on the field, then she keeps the attack going. Also, she can boost Lou for the ability. I use 4 Margles into Souls, give plus 3k to something. This is just to make my powers go beyond 16k or whatever, or 21k, more. And also to fill Soul, which this deck does use a little of. Encourage Angel, when it's placed on Rearguard. Also, it covers for Encourage Angel. When this unit is placed on Rearguard, choose 2 of your units, and they get plus 3k, and then return this unit to deck. It is an auto, so when it's placed. I run 4 Elaines, because, honestly, this is just my favorite art. Refresh Angel is also a really good one, but Packgall. When this unit is placed on Rearguard, pay the cost Soul Blast 2 if you do Countercharge 2. This is just to, I do use a lot of Counterblasts in this deck, and I do find it necessary. I run 3 Swordsman of Light Junos. He is a 12k attacker. When the other unit is placed on Rearguard due to the effect of one of your cards, if you have a Vanguard Alfred, this unit gets plus 5k. So he becomes a 12k booster. Which turns just about anything into a 21k attacker, and that's really why I have him. Also, there's some combos I'll show you about him that really works with him, besides the usual Lou Blaster Blade combo. Blaster Friend Barkle. When your card named Blaster Blade is placed on Vanguard or Rearguard, same column as this unit. If you have a Vanguard with Blaster, a Vanguard with Blaster, and his card named Countercharge 1. And that's pretty simple. Sadly, I don't really ever have a Vanguard with Blaster because I don't run Exculpate the Blaster. And I kind of wish he worked with Alfred too, but he can be summoned out by Alfred, and that's the important thing. I run 4 Hope Keeper. She is a perfect shield. She also has the ability GB1 Brave. When this unit is placed on Rearguard until end of turn, it gets plus 2k. And auto Counterblast 1 at the end of turn, pay the cost if you do, return this unit to hand. Basically, if I ever summon this out with another card, which is rare because most of the stuff summons out grade 2s, I can basically call it back for a Counterblast if I have 3 or less cards in hand when I place it. When I place it is the important thing. Blaster Blade, I run 4, of course. When this unit is placed on Vanguard, Counterblast 2, choose an opponent's Rearguard and retire it. The classic. Auto Counterblast 2. When this unit is placed on Rearguard, if you have a Royal Paladin Vanguard, pay the cost. If you do, choose an opponent's grade 2 or greater Rearguard and retire it. There are reasons to use that ability, and a lot of it is to kill grade 3s and others that have abilities on the Rearguard. Shoot. What the heck? That was odd. That was odd. Anyway. No, I'm not cutting this out. What do you think I am? Some sort of... I blame whoever stuck it here. For some reason, just randomly. Huh. What am I doing? Where am I right now? I was talking about Blaster Blade, wasn't I? Alright, back to business. I'm sorry, Rommel-chan. Basically, this is the linchpin of the deck. It is the blaster unit that a lot of the blaster abilities respond to. You know, it could be summoned out by Alfred, it could be summoned out by Lou, it could be summoned out by Alms, and each of one of those have different abilities that really work with it. Now, I also run one Swordsman of Light, Blaster Act Growl, auto rearguard once per turn when you have a unit placed on rearguard due to the effect of one of your cards. If you have a Vanguard with Alfred, this gets a plus 5k. So basically, there is a small combo where you combo him up with Juno, and he becomes a 26k at column. But honestly, he's more in there just to provide a little bit more oomph. As well as replacing Alms, which for some reason I just have one less of than I thought I did. I run 3 Swordsman of Light Alms. This is a card that didn't see a lot of play, and I don't think it'll see a lot of play in the future, but he's a really good card. What he does is, when this unit attacks, if you have a Vanguard with Alfred, plus 2k. Auto Rearguard, Counterblast 1. When this unit attacks its Vanguard, if you have a Vanguard with Alfred, pay the cost. If you do, search for a Blaster Blade, call it to Rearguard, shuffle deck. With this unit, shuffle your deck, and choose one of your units' autos. Until end of turn, the cost becomes 0 until the next time it's paid. So, basically, you summon out an you hit with Alms. Whoop, whoop. 0, kill one of their front row rear guards, because they're usually a grade 2 or a grade 1. He's really great. The Counterblast 1 is easy to pay in this deck, which even though it does use a lot of Counterblast, they're all like Counterblast 1. And I will show off some of the things that you can do with them, especially if you have like a Flogel on the field, or your, you just have things that you can do with it. Like, say, one of my things, like you've just strode a, that's not right. Like, let's say that you've strode Holy Squire Dragon or your Ultimiles. That becomes a 12k, 11k attacker. Really good stuff. Not really a lot I can say about this guy other than he just makes the Blaster Blade engine a lot better through his presence. And I'll show off some things that I can do with it later. I run 4 Lou. Probably one of the best cards they've printed so far. Auto Rearguard. When this unit is boosted by a Blaster Friend Barkall or Floral Paladin Flogel. Boo-doop. Until in the battle, this gets plus 3k, and then auto rearguard, counterblast 1 with this unit into a soul. In the battle, this unit attack the Vanguard, pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for a blaster, grade 2 blaster, call it to rearguard, shuffle your deck, and that unit gets plus 3k. So basically, like Alms, under certain circumstances, you flip them out in exchange for another Blaster Blade. And then you use Flogels to complete the combos, or you have other things that are going on. It's pretty great. Now, this one is going to be a little bit weird for a lot of people, especially since I've chosen to play this one. Counterblast, it's for King of Jude 10th Knight Galehout. Let's see here. Auto Counterblast 2, when this unit is placed on Vanguard, pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for an Alfred. Ta-da! In his card, with Alfred in his card name, write it stood. If you wrote a card, choose one card, Galehout. From your soul, call it to rearguard. If this unit attack hits, if you have a Vanguard with Alfred, countercharge 1. So besides giving you the countercharge, it also basically gives you a +1 for rewriting it. And then with Alfred, when he rides, he actually can counterblast Soul Blast in favor for 2 cards of different grades with Swordsman of Light or Blaster. So basically, you flip him out there, and then you summon out a Swordsman of Light, like, say, Alms, and a Blaster, per se, like this, and then all of a sudden, you've got some combos that you can do with them. Or you can go for Junos and Alms, but you need to play Junos first, otherwise he doesn't get the ability, and other things like that. There's a lot of things you can do with it, just to hit some really good numbers. You never actually want to summon out Blaster Blade. You want to get it summoned out by either Alm or Lou. But yeah, that's why I use Gale Halt. I used to run a combo with Alfred early and basically get Blaster Blade and Gale Halt out at the same time. So it's like just a +2 for Counter Blast 2. It's really great. The problem was getting, of course, the blasters in the soul. Luminous Light, King of Knights, Alfred Oath. Continuous GB2 during your turn. This unit gets +2k for each of my rearguards. Auto, Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast. Choose a card from your hand, discard it. When this unit is placed on Vanguard, if you have a card with Swordsman of Light or Blaster, which a lot of these things are, in your soul, you may pay the cost. If you do, by the way, you can use it, then Soul Blast it. If you do, search your deck for up to 2 cards with different grades of Swordsman of Light or Blaster, called in the separate rearguard shuffle deck. So basically, as long as you ride Blaster Friend Barkall or Swordsman of Light Junos, or literally any grade 2 except for Lou, you can get his ability off. And that's, pretty good. So let me just show off the strides real quick. I won one Sea Breeze just because striding's a little bit important in this deck for the Junos. And, yeah, it's mostly there for Junos. Also, just because, this guy doesn't really do anything unless you stride. Because he's just a normal attacker. So, just one Sea Breeze. 2 legit Sword Dragons. Act Vanguard once per turn. Counterblast 1 if you have a heart with Alfred or Blaster. Search for 1 grade 2 or less with Swordsman of Light or Blaster. Call it to rearguard, shuffle your deck, and this unit gets gets +2k. Basically, it makes Alms a 13k attacker at least. That's who I use it for mostly. 1 Samuel. Counterblast 2, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, if the number of cards in your opponent's damage zone is 4 or less and the number of rearguards is 5 or more, pay the cost if you do, choose an opponent's Vanguard and deal the damage. Basically, he's there to push somebody to 5 in a way that hurts them. So they can't just be like, oh, whew, I could take a rearguard attack. It's like you swing with him first, and you bring him to 5, and then laugh. I run 2 Saint Blow. You flip over a copy. It gets +3k for each copy of for each rearguard you have. Number of face-up cards in your G-Zone, 2 or more, so G-Break 2. G-Break 3, actually. Yeah, it is G-Break 3. This unit gets Counterblast 1 until... Critical 1 until end of turn. He's just there for a free crit. Aerial Divine Knight Ultimile. Flip over a copy, +3k to the front row. If it's GB3, summon a grade 2, give it +5k. And that's basically to activate things like get out an Alms for hitting 16k, then activate fucking Growl or a Lou, or get that Blaster Friend or that Junos that you need. I'm sorry, not Blast. I don't know why I said that, but activate Blaster Friend or Junos. Any number of things can be done with this guy. This is a very internal deck that sort of does a lot. Transmutatory Dragon, Squire Dragon. Act Vanguard once per turn, flip over a copy of itself. If you have a heart with Alfred, unlock all locked cards, and that's why I run them, just basically to fuck with Link Joker. Until end of turn, this unit gets all rearguards get +2k. Continuous Vanguard GB3 during your turn. This unit gets +3k for every rearguard. Pretty simple. Unlocks everything, and it gives power to hit numbers. That's why I have him in here. Like, he just lets you hit numbers, and he keeps the Link Joker matchup easy for you. And then I run 2 of each G-Guard. I don't run Ultimiles in this deck, so don't get to run the cool one. When this unit is placed on G, if you have 1 or more grade 2 rearguards, +5k. And then continuous, if you have 2 or more grade 2 rearguards, this unit gets +10k guard. Pretty simple on those. So let's go over combos. A lot of people have been saying they want more combos, so we'll might as well do it. Alright, so let's show off the ride combo, mostly. Let's assume that we have this guy here, and that we have most of our cards in our deck, or in our hand that we need. So this guy rides. Let's say that we have three counterblasts there, because we haven't been guarding, because you shouldn't guard with this deck. Basically, we counterblast 2, search out Alfred, and place him. Pretty simple. We wait to summon him out. Because No, we have to. Yeah, we have to do it. Yeah, it's not another ability. So we pull him out there. Let's say that we have a Junos. Where's my Junos? Flip him out there. Let's say we put him there just because we wanted to. And, he now gets plus 5k from summoning that. Then we Counterblast and Soul Blast because, hey, since I've got so many different Swordsman Elites, might as well, do it like that. So what we'll do is we'll do this. And then we'll do Blaster Friend Barkall for reasons. Let's say that we've got, let's say that we have a Lou in the hand. A Lou in the hand is worth 3 in the bush. So now, after we've done all this, it's time to stride. And the stride I choose is... actually, I've got a full field, don't I? Let's just flip him over. So I want to sort of point out what goes on here. This combo is basically the beefy... the beefy sort of attack combo to unflip damage. So... I want to make the drive check realistic. At this late in the game, we've removed like 15 cards. So I'll just take off the top 15 or so cards. Hold on. Boop. All right. So, and it's probably not going to be that big, but you draw. I've drawn 3 cards so far. I've attacked twice, 5, taken about 3 damage, 8. Plus all these. It's more like 10 or so. 10 to 12. That'll do. Alright. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. This already got plus 2k from its own skill. So it's 11k, 18. They both get plus 2k more. So that's 14. So this is 22k to your Vanguard. And I tell them, oh, I'm going to summon this. And let's say they have a grade 2 in the front row. They block this ability. I swing with this guy. The big guy. Wow. Screw this. You guys saw me shuffle the deck, right? Oh, my goodness. Alright, let's try this again. 1. 5k draw. 2. 3. Alright. So, we swing with this one. You saw that it got 5,000 power. So this is not like just 18. It's plus 5, 23, plus another 4, 27k to Vanguard, and flip a damage. Alright, so that's just the first sort of combo that you can pull with this. I didn't pull a stand or anything like that. But let's see another one real quick. With using Lou and blasters and all that jazz. Let's say that we do Gale Halt as before, but let's say that this is the second turn after this. Let's say that they killed Gale Halt in my front row somehow. So, beginning of my turn, I stride for Altmile. And I flip over a copy of Altmile. And I summon out Lou. I then put, let's see here. I'm probably at 5 damage. And I unflipped 1 damage last turn. So I've got 3 damage to work with. Let's Counterblast 1, put this unit into Soul, and summon out Packall. Actually, no, sorry. That's not what I intended. Summon out Flogel. You can see where I'm going with this, I'm hoping. So this guy got plus 5k. So let's swing to the Vanguard. Whether it hits or not, we Counterblast 1, put this into Soul, and then we summon out Blaster Blade. And yeah, we have to do Blaster Blade, right? It's a grade 2 with Blaster in the card name. If I had some Blaster Blade Spirits, I could probably play that here. But the thing is that this is Blaster Blade only. The benefit of Blaster Blade Spirit is that you can counterblast 1 and kill a grade 2 or greater. But, you know, that's that. So I'm counterblasted. I've got 1 counterblast left, so I'm not going to be using it for this. So I swing. Plus 3k, so 12, 24, 27k to Vanguard. So then, I attack with my Vanguard, 5k stand. Wait, hold on. Oh man, I've nearly fucked that up. 5k crit, 5k. They should be at 5 damage by now. I nearly fucked that up. Woohoo! But as you can tell, luck sacking really helps with it. So, let me see here. Does Lou still have the plus 3k? Yes, this still has the plus 3k. So, it's 22k, 25k to Vanguard. 25 to Vanguard. Then, counterblast 1, put this unit in the soul, shuffle it, restand, still plus 5k, plus, you know, all those. 25 to Vanguard again. It's really, really frustrating. Alright then. So, let's just keep going one more turn. Basically, didn't heal. Alright, let's say that I stand. And I draw my Pack Gall. Because we've been thinning out the deck quite a bit. I play this guy, Soul Blast the 2 cards who are there. Because sadly, oh wait, let's say I stride. Stupid. Striding into legit Sword Dragon. I draw this guy, so I Soul Blast 2, unflip a damage. Now, Counterblast 1. Yeah, whatever. Search your deck for 1 grade 2 or less card, Swordsman of Light, or Blaster on it. Interestingly enough, I summon out Alms again. Because he is a Swordsman of Light, and he already works with this thing. He gets plus 2k, so he's 25k. Not much else for it. Let's say that I have a pretty empty hand here. So I swing with Alms. Yeah, sure. Swing. No. Actually, no. Because I don't have much of anything, and I've seen a couple stands already, let's see what I get when I attack from this way. 5k draw. Last check. So I didn't get a stand. Basically, this makes it a 30k attack to Vanguard. So I've already got 1 counterblast up. So I counterblast 1. Replace him with Blaster Blade. Where's my Blaster? There he is. My last Blaster Blade. Sure, why not? And because his ability is 0, I kill Counterblast to kill a grade 3 in the front row, then 9k to one of their rear guards. And behold. I die next turn. Let me see if there's any other combos I can really wet your thing with it. Because really the biggest combo is getting Gale Halt and Alfred together, which I showed off earlier. And then basically filling out a field instantly with those 2 guys because you took damage. Like, even if you have to wait a turn, let them Sea Breeze. Because Sea Breeze actually hurts the guy more than it does. And people think it does because it's Counterblast 2. A lot of people can't unflip damage. Let them Sea Breeze. Then, once you're at 3 or 4 damage, or even 5 damage, you sort of bring out the Gale Halt Alfred combo and go as hard as you can, as fast as you can, with a field that literally shows up instantly. A lot of good fun with this deck. It's sort of like, the Alfred early combo with Gale Halt was really good, but again, you can't really guarantee a Blaster Blade. This is a much more guaranteed combo, and with the Swordsman of Light cards that we have here, it's going to be pretty great. Junos does work. Kind of wish they had some sort of unflip with it, but, oh, hold on. Oh, man, I fucked up with this deck, but that's okay. There is a grade 0 that goes in the soul for Countercharge 2. However, I want to use the stand a bit more because it does give out a bit more power overall. And, you know, Pack-All is a thing. I don't really use too much soul in this deck because it gets refilled right back with Lou and stuff like that. Though, really, I could replace the stand triggers with it, but I just like giving out power. Alright then, that's it for this Alfred deck. I've talked about the combos, I've talked about the things. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Imagine your gods. We do have a tournament coming up May 20th. Everyone who signs up gets a mat while supplies last. And I really hope I can see you guys here. It'll be worth it. Then we're the Mercenary King signing off.